Hey guys, it's Gas4. Welcome to part 2 of my beginner's guide. Back in part 1 we went through the main game, kind of gave you a little guided tour of everything. In part 2 we're going to start looking at secrets. So let's get started. Let's start with the secret levels in the game. There's 4 of right now that we really know of. There is the ritual level. There is the biggest fans room and playthrough. There is the Waterpark level update, and of course there's the brand new space level. So we'll start with the ritual level, which is probably the easiest to find and the one most people will find first. To do that, we're going to start in the stomach. So let's go there. Alright, here we are in the stomach, and there's a giant, obvious door that says secret level. We need to get in there, which is pretty easy to do. Let's knock.
What do you want? You can't come in here. I told you, you ain't getting through this way. You can't come through here, not without the special coin. There's been dark rumors going about recently. One can't be too careful.
Okay, and after 3 knocks and 3 messages, that's what spawns the coin to appear, which is actually just back here in the cabinet. And there it is. Alright, and so to either get in there, we can put the coin into the slot, he'll let us in, or if you so choose, so you could actually keep knocking on the door, bugging the gatekeeper. Eventually he'll let you in without the coin. There doesn't seem to be any difference which path you take, so it's much easier just to do the coin. Let's try to do our trick shot from back here. This is the hardest trick shot to do. You have to throw the coin from back here into that small little slot. You just really need to get it anywhere near the slot. Oh, that should have went in. And it'll count. Let's see, I'll give it a few more tries here. And if I can't get it, I'll just go in. Boom, got it.
Holy Father, that's a trick shot. A special coin. You warm my heart, young traveler. Come on in.
And then he'll open the door and let you in. Otherwise, I could have just went up here and put it in a slot, or actually stuffed it in his little eye hole too. It would have counted all the same as giving him the coin and letting us in.
No. No.
And that leads us to the ritual level.
No.
We got 2 little kids basically trying to summon Satan. To our right, we got hallway with a lava pit, some weird armor that you can't interact with or pick up in any way. It also has 2 little pictures of Garfield on the shoulders, whatever that means. You turn all the way around, there's a staircase going down, which leads to Warzorth's fries. There's no way to really go down there and check it out as far as we can tell.
Well, they'll have to put on the correct summoning music.
Yeah. Hey, regular person.
After a minute or so, they'll spawn the boombox for you and the tapes that you have to use to start the summoning ritual. This is a pretty easy level to go through. You basically just have to follow the steps that they present to you.
The least you can do is help us summon a demon.
There's a lot of weird stuff around, you know, the armor and the Warzorths and everything that you can't interact with, the fries on the floor. So it seems like there might be something more to do here that we haven't figured out yet, but no one has been able to figure out anything besides just the regular playthrough. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll move up.
Put an
Would you grab a tape and
You got
put it in
4
the tape
tapes here.
box? Help us summon a demon
One
or a
thing I need to
regular
try,
person.
which I
You're not a
haven't
good
yet,
person
is
or a wonderful
every
person
combination
or a
of
fantastic
tapes.
person. You're just a
So
regular person.
there should be 24 different combinations of the order you put the tapes in. You have to put in all 4 to move along the
I
stage.
know. I'm upset.
I doubt it's going to do anything, but it's something I want to try at least.
In a tape.
The first tape will always be
Why won't you summon?
the Dark Serious summoning.
I think this could be.
Demon summoning on tape. My name is Dark Sirius, and I've been summoning demons.
And the second tape you pick, no matter what it is, let's go with the black one,
I want you.
will be the rock song.
No! Oh! This is not the right tape.
Third one will always be the White Summoner in the recording studio.
Okay, so
Nope. Nope, not this.
I just gotta like sing this list over here, right?
And then the last one will be the correct one that you actually
Ritual
need.
time. It's ritual
Oh,
time.
yeah!
Do as I say.
And that'll cause the stage to open up and you can actually start the
Show you how to
ritual.
summon a demon.
That's right.
Follow the exact instructions.
You get 4 different items that appear on the table. You basically just do anything you want. The music will match what you do.
That fry like it's hot. You gotta get healthy right
Yeah.
now. Pick up that HP. Toss the health pack to the side.
Yeah!
The fry. Get rid of that fry.
Yeah!
Pick up the money. It's your motherfucking birthday. Pick up that money, y'all. Clutch the money.
You know it!
You gotta put down the money. See the Necronomicon, pick it up.
Check it out.
You're holding on to the demon book. Pick up that HP. Drop your black
doing
magic
it.
book.
Sing
Drop that cash like it's hot. Get rid of that nasty fry. Now stand around, do nothing.
Yeah!
Pick up that health
You
pack.
doing it!
You've done everything right so far.
Eventually, everything will disappear. You completed the ritual. Doesn't seem to matter what you do, it always ends up the same way. Doesn't seem to be any kind of rhyme or reason to the items you pick up or throw or do anything. Then you get to the doo-doo part.
You gotta eat the shit.
You have to eat the doo-doo
You gotta eat it.
to finish the level.
Finish the devil ritual level. You gotta eat that shit.
If you wait long enough, the song just repeats on endless loop. So there's nothing you can do but actually just eat it.
Good old shit. Eat that stanky, turtle shit.
Worth noting here before I do that, some people notice a little cool night tag on this guy and the barcode. I don't think that actually means anything. I think that's just part of the joke that this is just a kid who bought a costume at the store to look like a knight.
All the cool kids in the schoolyard doing it.
Let's go ahead and eat this. And then that's going to finish the level, and you'll summon Satan, and then he'll kill everyone.
It's a ritual, non-fictional miracle. Biblical pinnacle, tabernacle of sin. Diabolical demons with multiple tentacles. Shit's real but similar to tripping on chemicals. Successful summoning, I'm coming in. Walls crumbling, tumbling, it's the fucking end. Ouija, the world's new leader. Jeepers, creepers, kneel to my legions. It's the season of mine, hell's freezing. Heaven's burning, all of y'all people this season. Yeah, you suffered the doom since I popped up in this room.
Summon a demon guy! Hear ye. All right, okay.
And once you die, you
that
come up to the courtroom
All right, now
level,
we
the
can
same
get
as if
started.
you would have drank
We
the
are
acid in the
kind
stomach.
People. We
So
are
let's go ahead and
benevolent people here. We are just very.
Welcome back.
And we're back.
Clovis.
One little interesting little Easter egg is the continue headset. Normally when you back out or quit the game, like we just did, you have the continue headset where you can go back right to where you left off. If you pick it up and let go of it, it doesn't drop. It's not affected by gravity. And if you actually let it float away, like if I was to toss it like that,
were you going to put that on?
it'll float away forever and you can't use it.
I'm sorry, but there's no
And
way
Clovis
to
will
get
actually
that
let you
back.
know that you're going to have to start a new game if you want to play again, because you
Fine,
can't
I'll
use
do
the
the
continue
same.
headset. But this is kind of
There's nothing we can
an outdated feature, because we can use the
Well,
level loader now
on
to
the
go to any
bright
level we
side,
want to. We used to have to play
you
through the
can
entire
play
game
Captain
whenever we
Bass
wanted
again.
to try something at a
You
certain
still-
level. But it's just a fun little thing still left in the game. Alright, so let's come back over. Once we completed the ritual level, we have our cartridge. We can go there whenever we want. Next one we're going to go for is the biggest fan. So we have to start in Tree World for that. So let's go to Tree World. Alright, here we are. Let's just wait a minute for the tree guy to come out. There he is.
Fuck you! Fuck
Alright,
you!
one
Get
little
outta
thing,
here.
let me show you
Get
real
the-
quick.
Hey, no, don't touch
If you
these
actually take an
goggles.
item,
These are my goggles.
like this
Put it
headset for
back.
example,
This is my stuff.
and throw it out
You're taking
past
my
the trees.
stuff. Get out of here! You don't know how
Oops,
to
I
use
didn't
those
throw it far enough.
goggles. What is this? This is your place. This is my place. This
Now
isn't
let's
your
try it
place.
with the battery.
Get out of here. This is hard. This is you broke it. You broke my thing. You broke my metal thing. You broke it. It's important.
Huh.
You're not supposed to take that thing out of there. You don't even know what you're doing. This is my place.
It
This is
doesn't
my
seem to be
world.
working.
Where did you even come
There we
from?
go.
Get out of here.
If you
Put
throw
that
it past the
back.
trees, you see,
Put that
you hear
back.
weird
This is my
sound
thing.
effects.
Fuck you. Fuck you. This is my world. It's important. This is my world, and you broke my thing. You come in here and you're messing everything up.
Car crash.
Get out of here. Who are you? Why are you here?
Elephant.
Nobody told you how to get here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Who are you? Why are you here? Nobody told you how to get here. Get out of
Again.
here.
I think there's 3 or 4 different sounds you can hear. Whoops, how'd that happen?
Get the fuck out of here. Fuck you. What are you doing here in my place? What are you doing in my place? Get the fuck out of here. You get the fuck out of here. What are you doing in my place?
Oops.
This is my tree place. This is my tree world. Well, who are you? Who the fuck are you to be in this place? Who gives you the right to be in my place? Get out of here.
Boy.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
That sounds like a monkey.
Get out of my place. Get out of here. This is my tree world. What do you think this is? How did you get here? This is my crazy tree world.
A guy getting hit.
Hear about this?
And a horn, I think that's it. But that's how you get the sounds to appear,
What are you doing
to
around
be
here?
heard. No one really knows if that means anything, but it's an interesting little thing you can do. Oh, we're not actually going to put that on. I must put it on, like an idiot. What we are going to do is come back here, open up birdhouse, pick up the seed that's in here,
Don't touch my seed. Hey, that's important. Hey,
drop it in the
hey, don't put my seed in the dirt.
in the
It's all
dirt.
dirty and gross now.
And a
You
little
ruined my
sproutling will
seed.
start to
You
appear.
put my seed in the dirt. It's all dirty and gross.
So now what we want to do is play through the whole game and come back here in the burning tree world to give this some time to grow. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll meet you guys back in Tree World.
Look what you did. Look what you did.
Hey,
to my
welcome back
world.
to Tree
The whole
World.
forest is on fire. This was
Well, we
my
went through the
place.
whole game,
This was my world.
came back,
Grab my bombs.
But now you can see the plant's fully grown. I guess it's not that one. I thought it was that one that got bigger, but it's actually a separate one. Little apple worm here that grows. So instead of grabbing the bomb like normal, we're going to grab this. And it's a VR set. We're going to go this way.
What is this blue?
And that takes you to the biggest fan's room, which is actually outside of Accounting Plus. You kind of break the game when you do that and get teleported outside the game, and you get to watch the biggest fan play Accounting Plus, or Accounting actually, which is now called, I believe, the Legacy Edition on PC. It doesn't have all the levels and stuff that we have on Accounting Plus. It's the old version, but you can watch him play here. You can either sit and watch him do his whole playthrough, or you can pick up an item, bonk him in the head.
Your favorite spreadsheet.
And he'll take his set off and start talking to you.
Am I dreaming? You're the accountant from accounting. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm your biggest fan. I love accounting. I can't believe you're here in my room. This is amazing. This is amazing. I have so many questions. Wait, I've got to show you this.
Eventually he'll turn the light on.
I drew this.
And show you his room.
Art. This is my art. What do you think?
It's a mess. We got a bunch of food, and he's got a box of war DVDs over here.
Fuck you.
There's
fuck you. Fuck you.
Dipping sauce from Warzone fries. Sitting around, cups of noodles.
I love your
This is the only item that reappears, but I don't think it means anything. I think if they just had one item reappear so that you'd always have something to throw in, so you wouldn't be forced to watch the entire playthrough.
And then I put my headset on and put on my computer and then order. And then I get into the office and I take the plant and check the drawer and put the tape into the headset and then I put it on and I see the white flash.
He's got a little tree guy figure. He's got all these pictures that he's made.
With Tree Guy. He sounds just like Rick and Morty.
It's like he lives in the basement here, probably his mom's basement. He's got a shirt. It's under the plant. The famous accountant line. It's under the plant.
In the tree world. He's so funny. He sounds just like Rick and Morty.
The only thing that's really weird about this level, well, everything's weird, but what really strikes me is, most of these pictures are King of VR and stuff.
As you.
VR, King of VR.
As you. I know what
There's
it's like.
one picture up here that is actually of the gang members.
I understand you.
And it looks
such a good game.
exactly like the picture that is in the van. Like a crude crayon version of that picture.
You must have so much to teach me.
That doesn't make any sense though, because he's playing the original accounting, which did not have the gang levels in it, the gang or the chase level. So he should not know who these people are. So why does he have a picture in his room?
What did you have to do? How can I do what you do?
I don't know. And why does it look just like the picture in the van? They're all in the same position.
Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm your biggest fan!
Miss you, Scooter.
I love accounting!
He
I can't believe
who
you're
they
here
are or
in my
who
room.
Scooter is or anything. He just knows me as the accountant.
And I'm your biggest fan.
You can grab his headset if you reach over or if you wait till his hand comes over.
Fuck you!
There's a little
Sometimes I take
bone,
batteries
it
out of
looks
my
like,
mom's
with an
TV
F on
remote and pretend it's the
No one's really
machine.
found any meaning behind it. Like I said, we've tried stuff with the xylophone. That's led to nothing. So if this means anything, we haven't figured it out. So you can put this on. And we start back at the office. But it's not the normal office, it's a weird, twisted version of the office. Once we put his headset on, we pretty much go... It's like a game inside a game, which the biggest fan will actually explain to you if you listen to the dialogue. But he pretty much corrupted the game. And that's what we're seeing. Nothing is as it should be. Stuff on the desk will shrink and grow in size. That just fell off by itself. Posters all weird back here. It wasn't meant for you. The one really weird thing about this is you can put your head through this wall. If I position myself just right, you can see the hallway is still back here, and you can even see June if you position yourself just right. June is still back there in her office. But you can't really open this door. It doesn't, can't interact with it. This thing, if you put your hand on it, it looks like you can interact with it, but you can't do anything with it. And the lock is off it and everything, but you can't open this door. And you can't go back there. It seems weird that they would use this version of the office with the hallway back there if you can't go back there. Huh. And the ceiling's leaking here. There's a... Oops. Let me reposition myself. You got weird posters. Deprivation. I cannot remember how long I've been inside this room. There's another weird one back here. I forget what that one says. I forgot to look at it. I can't really see it from here. When you first walk in, if you turn around, you can see that one, and it says something pretty disturbing too. But basically, you hit the button like you normally would, but instead of the accountant, now you hear the biggest fan.
It's me. Can you see me? I can see you. You're still here, right here in my room, inside a virtual reality. That's right. It's a playthrough and a playthrough. You're playing accounting, and I'm watching you play accounting. This is the best thing that could ever happen to me.
And the headset comes up like normal. Notice he said you're playing accounting and not counting plus. He's playing the original game, and that's where we're in now. The original game inside Accounting Plus. A twisted version of it. It's very strange. So we'll pick up the headset and go even deeper in this version. And then we're brought through Tree World. And in a moment, Tree Guy will come out like normal. Alright, he'll come out with his headset, the machine will open, but of course Tree Guy is confused because this is not how things should be. Phone comes up like normal. The biggest fan has pretty much destroyed this level. He's, I guess, living in this level now. That's why there's trash everywhere, pizzas, Gatorade. The phone will ring when you pick it up. It's not the accountant's, of course. It's the biggest fan. And he'll tell you how he's living here now. He's roommates with Tree Guy. He loves it. He's improved the level, which I assume these batteries back here, he put way more batteries into the level, because I guess more batteries mean more fun. Maybe. He's still got the tree house. The channel's kind of screwed up. There's no seed now, so you can't plant the seed and go even deeper. All you can really do is take the battery, put it in the headset, and dare to go even deeper. And we come to the dungeon. Of course, we skipped the gang level because that was not in accounting. So we go straight to the dungeon. The king isn't here. And if you look up, you see the biggest fan. You can actually use the button that you normally would to go back to Clovis. You can just hit it and use the flash to kind of make out details in places like this that are very dark. But he's just kind of hanging over the top of us watching us. And the king is totally gone. Flute guy is gone. He's not playing. Even the picture of the king when he was young is gone. So I assume he's just removed the king entirely and made himself the king of VR. There's no knife anymore. All you can do, really, since you can't kill the king and go deeper, is you can go down this hallway now. And at the end, the door will mysteriously open up, and you'll go through. Which leads to this mysterious wasteland. With only two objects, a big blob and a baby carriage. Nothing else as far as the eye can see. Up to the blob. Oh. Check him out. Nobody really knows what this is. I personally think it's the biggest fan, and this is what the game has done to him. He tried going too deep, and it destroyed him. And you have the carriage over here with a little battery, like a baby. And there's nothing really to do here. All you can do is pick up the battery, and that ends the level. My theory on this is that the biggest fan completely destroyed the game. This is what's left, and this is basically a reset. It's a brand new baby Accounting Plus, and by picking this up, you reset the entire game. And you'll get kicked back out to Clovis.
Hello, please.
And he'll actually say his lines
to Accounting Plus.
As if this is the first time you're entering the game.
I am Clovis, and I will be your guide.
Luckily, your level loader stays intact.
Breathe in.
But I think it's very telling that Clovis resets to his original opening lines, which I think reinforces my theory that you're resetting the entire game and undoing the damage that the biggest fan did. Alright,
For now,
moving on.
Just welcome
Bloody level loader. We'll get to that later.
Something has gone wrong.
Let's see. What is
Let me
the
just
next
check
one?
the instructions.
Oh, the Waterpark level. So,
Oh,
that is in the dungeon.
Yeah.
Once you go through the biggest fan levels, you'll get this little heart thing taped here, but you don't get an actual tape. Every time you want to go back, you're going to have to actually start in Tree World, plant the seed, go through the entire thing to see it again. But we're going to go to the water.
Hello.
Hello.
Who are you? I am
All right,
so
in the water
glad to
park.
see you. Thanks
The
for
normal,
being here in my
the dungeon.
I
The
don't
normal
know who you
dungeon,
are,
not the
but I'm
screwed up
so
dungeon that
miserable
we were
and
just in.
by myself. I'd like
Poster
to
back here,
borrow
find the pill
Please.
from a friend.
Please hang
I
out
believe
so we
that
can
only
chat
appears
about
once
just
you've been through the
nonsense
game
and whatnot
once.
and all the fun stuff.
So I don't think you can pick up the pill and go to the water park unless you played through the game once. There's also, while I'm here, this poster back here, which is pretty interesting, because this was not in the original game. This just appeared like 2 months ago when they updated the game. So I kind of think it has to mean something. Why would they put it here if it didn't mean anything? But hell if I know. Maybe one of you guys can figure that out. You also have, while I'm here, I'll show you the invisible item that's on the back left of the table. You can pick up some mysterious item.
If you hung out with me every day and while I eat,
nobody knows what it's for, but it's been there since the game came out like a year ago. They never fix it, so it must be intentional. Well, I don't know. Put that down. Alright, so to get the pill, you have to grab the cereal, dump it out, and you wait a few moments. There's the pill. And we'll grab the pill. And this is the water park level. This is also another kind of weird level, like the biggest fan. This is technically outside of the game. This is why there's no cartridge for it. This is where the clown kind of just hides outside of the game to go over his theories about the zoo level, try to figure things out. The whole place is made up of items that are from other levels. So you'll see like there's cubes, there's coins, there's mugs, there's staplers and books, there's batteries sitting around, all stuff from other levels. Probably brought here by the clown as he's trying to figure out how the hell to get to the zoo level. If you come over here to the left side and look at this board, this is pretty much the Discord. The water park level came as a download, as a DLC, about a month and a half, 2 months after the game launched on PlayStation. And it's kind of just like making fun of all of us looking for the zoo level because we haven't found anything. And this is really all of our theories. So I wouldn't, anything on this board I wouldn't really look into too much. It's basically a mirror of everything we were investigating at the time, which came out to nothing. The codes, the ass stickers, the trailer in the desert, the newspaper. Somebody suggested back then waiting in the courtroom for 3 hours. That's why that's there. The original Game Awards. Just. Ugh. And then on the table, you have. Oops, let me reset here. Various things that actually like screenshots from the Discord. See, somebody mentioned maybe a clue in the Garfield movie because you download the movie in the gang level. So somebody So these are all printed out things. You'll actually see some familiar faces on here, people that are still in the Discord. They're immortalized now in game. Here's the whiteboard video that we saw before. Here's a list of some of the people: Windwoker, W Talent, Zillion, Flame God, Evelyn AB. I think all these people are still on there except Evelyn AB. I don't think I've seen her. I was a little late to the Discord. I think I came in after the Waterpark came in and they showed all the Discord stuff, and that's when I came over to the Discord. But I think I bought the game the first week, and I've been looking. So it's kind of disappointing. I might have been on here too. It might have been, if I got to the Discord a little early, this might say Scaz 4 too. Alas, I could have been famous. And then behind me here, this is the only thing that's somewhat interesting. These are the clown's theories. No one's made any sense of any of this, but if there's anything in this level, it's probably going to be here. I mean, there's stuff about the symbols on the coin, decoding stuff. There's another radio here that plays various things. There's another ass sticker here. There's a thing here about coin trick shots, and it says cabinet to door. That's when I first tried the coin into the door. Of course, back then it didn't actually do a trick shot. You'd throw it in, it would go into the coin slot, and the door would open, but it didn't actually do anything. But they added the trick shot, little fancy graphics and stuff in the latest update. And it says stuff like coin in the VCR. I mean, how would you do that? You can't. No one's figured out any way to move items between levels. So how would you put the coin in the VCR? It's mystery. If you can even do that. Maybe this is just more BS to throw us off. Who knows? But normally in this level, what happens is once you pick up the zoo entrance sign, that triggers the beginning of the level.
Well, okay. So,
when the clown comes in, and he'll talk to you about all the zoo level stuff he's found or tried to find.
5 weeks ago, man, I've been looking through this entire game.
So he says he's been at this for 5 weeks. Like I said, this probably came out about a month and a half after the game released. So at the time, all of us have been searching for about 5 or 6 weeks and throwing our hands up in disgust because we couldn't find anything. You can come up here and turn on his slideshow thing, and he'll go through basically all the secret stuff and things we found. I mean, if you've been on the Discord and the subreddit and you've watched some of the videos about catching up outside, this is all what he's talking about here. So if you've seen those videos, you know all about this.
You're gonna hit the slides for me.
There is one little interesting thing I have noticed about the coins, though. If you look at the coins, there's symbols all around the coins. If you look at where his eyes and his nose point, it goes A, S, S, S. So I don't know if that means anything, but that's one thing I have noticed with the coins. Once you're bored here, you can come back here and open up this first aid kit. There's 2 pills. They both do the same thing. Whichever one you pick, it kills you and sends you back out. And it takes you back to inside the king. The same as if you were to actually take the King's VR heart and put it on. So let's go back. Excuse me. back to Clovis.
Thank you.
The Waterpark doesn't have an actual cartridge. I assume because, like I said, that's actually outside of the game. It's not a part of Accounting Plus. It's a secret little hidden area. So Clovis wouldn't have a cartridge for that. Last one is the space level. I'll show you how to get to that. You actually start in the office. Alright, once you've beaten the game once, the lock on this door will fall off. And you can actually interact with the door. You can pick up an item and smack into the door, or you can reach over, fiddle with the positioning and grab the door and actually manipulate it. You can open the door up, and then a new position point opens up, and you can come down the hallway. I have to fix my positioning. And this door opens up. In here you'll see various things. A cabinet. This is the board that you normally see in the credits. It's hidden back here now. That's why you don't see it at the beginning. So I guess they wheel it out for the credits. And you can come in here. This supposed elevator, which is not actually an elevator. If you look, it's just a hallway that's disguised as an elevator. And you get to come in here and meet June.
You must be the schmuck they brought over to fix my copying machine.
And the copier is
I've had
broken.
paper jams all week.
And that leads us to the space level. Once this
There's a
opens
whole
up and you go
problem with the
into the
toner
copier,
of displays
you find out that
flickering.
it's a
There's
space
been a
level
whole
inside the
nightmare
copier.
here. Anyway, you don't look
And of course,
like
there's
someone
various
who
little
can
interesting
fix
things in
me
her
a
office.
twinkle in a little
There's a picture of the
copy
janitor
machine.
from the space
You
level,
look
the
like
space
a
shoes.
nerd to me.
There's various
She's over
interesting
there.
things on the
Some
monitors.
gentleman there, I needed to copy all of these graphs.
There's
It's
the
been
Accounting
giving me
Plus
nothing all
soundtrack
week.
back
It
here. There's
says
Wizard
error
Quest,
on it. I'm
Bat
like, you
Lord,
gotta be more
which are some other
specific. I don't
things
know how to
people
fix
found
these
outside the
things.
game.
How am
Various
I supposed to
soundtracks
make
that
the copy over here? 'Cause supposed to make a
been
brass
investigating.
rubbing is a whole nightmare. You
Put
look
our
like
headset
a
on,
loser.
and we go to the space level. Now the space level is unique because it's the only level that's timed. You have 3 minutes. If you don't beat the level in 3 minutes, you get kicked out.
You're back, and this time we have
This level
danger
starts, and
again in Sector
all
3.
around you can see you
Warning,
got 3
warning.
minutes.
All things will be exploded. Danger. Sector 3
Alright, so
trouble.
I'm going to actually
Warning,
go ahead and do
danger,
most of this.
danger warning. Warning,
You have to
danger.
pick up the screwdriver here,
Warning, danger, warning. Unscrewing that
unscrew
panel.
this panel,
You are violating
which
several
shows a
space
button,
protocols.
push the
Are you-
button,
whoa,
which will
I
then
mean, yes,
cause the floor to
correct.
open up,
That was the right thing. Oh, you found the advanced
and
engineering
panels to come
space
up.
maintenance controls.
You have to take the
The space
bread,
engineering maintenance controls were put
bring it
together
over
by
here and put it in the
Jeremiah
toaster,
Taylor. He was a
which is
good
also a trick shot. If you can throw it from back there to the toaster, you get a trick shot.
You know what I mean?
But
Sector
there's
3
no
really
trophies
is
or
the
anything
best of
related
the
to that
sectors.
trick shot,
This
so
is
I don't
Sector
think
3.
it actually does
Find the
anything,
space
as
envelope
far as I
piano
can
and
tell.
space play it to
Takes
proceed.
60 seconds to make toast, so
This
that's why we
is
have to do
the
that
coolest of all the sectors. Don't waste too
early,
much
so we
time
have
in this
enough time
part.
for the
You
toast,
must
which we'll
play
need
the
later.
thing. Dog, dog,
Once we have
horse,
this
bunny,
open,
dog, dog,
he'll tell you the code you have to
horse,
play, which is
horse,
dog,
danger,
dog,
danger.
pig,
You must find the
horse,
space and the
pig,
piano.
horse.
Okay, good.
And
Now,
we get a
we
tone,
need to disengage the energy core. Let me
and
think
it
about
says
how
we need to
do
call
that.
customer service
Oh, I know.
to find
Here's
out the
phone.
code.
Please contact the
We actually know the
manufacturer's
code already.
hotline
This is just to
for
eat up
more
time.
info on how to disengage the energy core.
The whole point of this is that you have to keep coming back and back and back and slowly getting further each time as you learn more clues. But the code you need is snowman, coffee,
You know there's only
fun.
one hotline that's hot enough. Ah, yes, the energy core. Take it
And
the
that
fuck out.
will
Get that
cause
thing
the
out of
energy
here.
core to come up.
Powering all of that shit. Get it the fuck out of here. Get it out of here. Get
And
it
we have
fucking
to
power
pick it
core
up
out.
and throw it away. You can just toss it anywhere. You can try to throw it, whoops, in the trash.
Oh, I really hope you
I've
prepared
thrown it
some
in the
toast.
trash one time. I didn't make the
60
shot. It didn't do
seconds to
anything.
toast.
So I
Everyone
think you
knows
just need to throw it anywhere.
And you didn't prepare
Alright, got about a minute left. You have to take the toast and put it on there.
So how are we going to power the energy going on? What else you put us in? You know what? Ignore the toast. Okay, great. That's enough energy.
And then that will power up the button. We need an access card to get to it. We can come over here and talk to the janitor.
You know,
She'll have a card that we can put in here. That opens up the button, which I'm not actually going to push because I want to show you something. So we'll just hang out.
That's the goddamn copy machine spaceship. This is Sector 3.
dust out of it.
We'll just hang out here with the janitor.
No one likes
Janitor has a
dirty
crush on me.
emergency button.
If you hang out over here, she'll
You
flirt
see
with
that?
you the entire time.
This is a key card. I may just be a janitor, but I have access to every part. I'd like to have access to you too. Do you have a key card for yourself?
Oh, and time ran out. And you get kicked back out to the office. We're going to go back in. Alright, interesting thing is, as you find clues, they're posted in the elevator. So I did everything except that guy too. I did everything except the last step, which is hitting the button. So these are all the clues you can find. It says scooter on the door there. The code for the keyboard, don't forget, make toast. There's this little letter from customer service once you talk to them. I don't think there's anything interesting in it. It just kind of appears here. There's the code you find out, snowman, coffee, fun. Just little things that get posted here to remind you as you work towards beating the level. And once you get to this point with all of these clues is when you can look up and you find that guy looking down on you who quickly runs away. Don't know who he is or what he does, but that's how you make him appear.
Oh, look who's back. I can tell
Right,
that
if
it's
you
not
fail,
fixed
June
yet.
will-
I can
will,
smell
give you a
burning
little
plaster,
lecture.
which tells me that it is not fixed. And you
The
have
copier
not done
starts
the one
smoking
thing
now.
You were asked to do, so you gotta get back in there. Otherwise,
So we'll go back in and we'll try it again.
Guess what? Once again, there's danger in Sector 3.
All right, and I'm
Sector
actually
3
going to
is in
purposely
danger.
fail again.
Danger, warning. All things will explode.
And I'll show you
Murder,
some stuff
death,
while I'm at it.
Destruction. Unscrewing that panel is very unsafe.
Bring up the piano.
Find the space
You
camera
can unscrew the rest of
and
these,
space
but it
play
just kind of has little jokes behind it. Like
Don't
this one is
waste
"You
much
are
time
here."
on this one.
This one has another little sticker from Ass with a Spleebly ad.
Space play it to proceed. You have to play the correct
This one
sequence
tells
animal
you
noises.
it's the next panel
It's
down.
Dog, pig, horse, pig,
This was not the correct panel.
horse.
This one is a receipt for
Once
panels.
again, it's dog, pig.
This one
horse,
has more
pig,
panels behind it.
horse.
And this one
Danger,
is
danger. Time is
only
running
one
out.
of us tells the truth.
Don't forget. You have
Of
to
course,
find
this
the
is all
space
designed to
piano
eat up
and play
time.
Dog,
But once you know how to do
horse,
everything, it's very
pig,
easy to come in and just do it and
horse.
beat the level. You have
Don't forget, it's dog, pig, horse,
different
pig.
screenshots here you can flip through.
This is the
If you want to check those out, I actually have a separate video that shows all these if you want to be able to study them better. No one's really found any clues here. There's this one here that lists dogs and cats. I've tried playing that on the keyboard different ways. Dog, 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 cat, dog, dog, dog. Nothing's ever happened. This is part of a code we've seen before. It's a recipe. Yeah, dispose of the thing. We know that. Danger.
Danger in Sector 3.
Use a screwdriver to open that up.
Danger detected in Sector
Shapes,
3.
trophy.
Extreme danger has been
What does this
detected.
mean?
Manual override is required.
Cool
for
planets.
danger notification. Danger
Spooky
is real.
things.
Danger is here. Danger.
A maze
Danger.
with a bunny in the middle.
Sector 3 is under extreme
Lost in your
warning.
own mind, huh? The words are a maze, and your eyes are
Dangers
its map.
here in Sector
At the
3.
end is a prize just waiting to be
AI.
discovered.
This is
All you
a
have to do is
dangerous
take the
situation.
first step.
Some danger has been
Does this have to do with the
detected
zoo
in
level?
Sector
Is this
Dangers
just to further
are here
piss
in
us
Sector
off?
3 must be taken care of. The
More
dangers in
charts.
Sector 3 are very needed to be taken care
Various
of.
objects in the
Dangers
game.
Sector
The
3,
brick,
there are dangers
the
in
radio,
Sector 3.
fan.
The Sector 3
The
dangers
Sweebly can, is
will
this
result
related
in
to
permanent
anything?
death. Sector 3 dangers will result in death.
Meaty,
Death
MIDI
is what the
loader.
dangers will bring.
Oops.
Dangers and death. Danger. It's
I don't
danger
know.
time
We're
in
about
Sector
ready to
3.
get kicked out again.
This is the AI computer warning you. There is danger. Sector 3 has danger.
Come over here and look out the window. You do get a cool little
Wow.
shot of
hello
the
there.
planet.
I haven't seen.
Detected. Danger detected in Sector 3.
Alright, and we failed. Alright, let's go back in. We still have all of our clues up. There's the scooter on the door. When I look up, you'll see the guy in the ceiling. He's still there. Alright, we come in.
You're back? What are you back for?
June has more
Why am I
dialogue
looking at you?
because you screwed up again.
I don't want to be looking at you. I want to be looking at beautiful copies
Okay,
coming
so
out of my...
we'll try this again.
Someone must do something. Hello. Hello, this is the
Alright.
ship computer AI.
Let's,
There's danger in Sector...
bring
Oh,
up
well, look at you. Getting quick to work. Unscrew... Oh,
Control panel again.
ah. Oh, well, I'll be. I'm just a stupid, silly computer AI for Sector 3.
Let's
but
see,
you
the only
did
other
right
thing.
You found the advanced
Note.
system, space engineering...
Whenever you hit one of these
control.
buttons,
Now,
that
the copy machine... I mean, the space
thing in the
station
back
really
changes
opens up.
too. It's
It's a whole
usually
new
a mountain
experience
range,
compared to the other
but it can also
sectors. You know what I
change
mean?
to a
Think
gas
about Sector
can,
1. What a joke.
which looks just
This
like
is
the
Sector
space
3.
juice,
Sector 2, stupid too.
and a trophy,
Sector 10, don't even get me started.
which
Find the space animal piano
looks
and
just
space
like the
play
trophy you
to
get at the
proceed.
beginning of the game when
must
you
find
do
the
the
space animal piano.
tutorial.
There's only one.
I don't
It's
know if this
somewhere
means
in the
anything.
advanced space engineering
You got
maintenance controls. You
a
have to
pad
play
here.
space animals
Doesn't really
noises
do
in
anything.
this correct space
Some of the
sequence.
buttons
It's dog,
do the
pig,
cross. The
horse,
cross will
pig.
change that, just like those
Horse.
buttons. Minus doesn't do anything.
Don't forget, it's dog, pig, horse,
That
pig,
one doesn't do anything. The
horse.
circle changes it too. So the
Not
circle and the
good.
cross
Time has
change
run
that.
out.
You have
You
this
to find the space animal
block
piano
puzzle,
and space play it
which
in order to
you
proceed.
can
Hurry.
complete, but it
You have to
doesn't
play the
seem to
correct
do
sequence.
anything.
It's dog,
All
pig,
the pieces
horse,
are
pig,
right here.
horse.
There's a couple of them behind
Warning,
the keyboard.
warning. Not good. Things are not good.
And the last one
Danger.
is over
Things
here.
are coming to an
Oops.
end. Danger. Time is running out.
Yeah.
It's danger. Danger. You
And
must
you can complete
override
it,
the danger. Danger in
but it
Sector
doesn't
3.
do anything.
Malfunction. Malfunction. We
There's
have a
dice
serious
sitting over
Sector
here.
3 malfunction.
Various
This
things.
will
Forget
result
about it.
in permanent
6.
explosions.
Nope.
Please,
Nice try.
fix the malfunction. Danger.
Whatever that
danger.
means.
We've got a yellow alert.
Oops.
And I'm not talking about me
They
having
don't
nothing
seem to
back.
do anything. You can
This
toss
is a
them
trial
around.
version of Jenkins AI
Throw them over there if you want.
To remove this message and
You
unlock
got space
code features,
liquid.
Please enter your serial number. This is the AI computer warning you. There is danger. Sector 3 has danger.
can dump out.
Sector 3 is an extreme.
You can try drinking it. It doesn't do anything. You can try pouring it all over everything. It doesn't seem to do anything. Try putting it in a cup.
Extreme danger has been
what is it for?
Manual
You
override
got
is
switches back
required
here that
for
you can turn on and off. Safety light
Danger is
1,
real.
safety light B,
Danger
light on
is
the
here.
right.
Danger. Danger.
They don't do
Warning.
anything.
Sector 3 is under
You can still hit the keys if you like.
danger. Danger. Lots of
And
dangers here
you
in
got,
Sector 3.
you
I'm
can
the
actually
computer
skip the
ship AI.
keyboard if
This
you
is a
want
dangerous
and go
situation.
snowman,
Some danger has
coffee,
been detected in
fun.
Sector 3.
You don't have
The
to
energy
do
core
the
shields
keyboard
are
at all if
offline.
you don't want to.
It's emerging now from the central hatch.
And we're about to lose again, so there's a lot of junk here that doesn't do anything. Feels like there should be something more here in the space level to find, but no one can find anything. Alright, back again. Open the door. Back in the elevator. And if I look up, alright, I failed all those times to show you this.
Well, there's a little bit of a problem.
If you
There's
keep
some
failing,
of
eventually you come back here
potato of garlic sauce on top.
and there'll be
of the copy machine,
garlic
so you're gonna
sauces
have to
sitting here
move
on top
that,
of the printer.
or it's gonna slide, and it's gonna be
And
garlic all
she'll
inside
mention
the
it.
copy machine.
You have to
So
pick it up
let's
and
get
move
that
it before
moved
you
off
can get
there
into the
before I can
printer.
open it up for you.
And once you pick it up, she'll give you a
Yeah,
dialogue
right over one
too.
side, some of the, oh, well done. Thank you for moving that. And now you could actually fix it. Thank you very much.
And then open it up
Now
and you can fix it.
prove you can move a small
The weird thing
jar.
about this
Perhaps you
is
could
the
fix
people
a
that have
copy
data mined the
machine. I
game
feel like the two
have
are
actually
as easy
found
as
an
each other.
image of
So
an
please
open
get
cup of
back
garlic
in there,
sauce
fix the copy machine.
and dialogue of June yelling at you for spilling garlic sauce. But no one has been able to find this actually in game. I've tried everything with the garlic sauce. I can't find it. Maybe it's just there in the code to throw us off because they knew that people would dig through the code. But if you can actually find it in game, no one knows how to do it. So let's get rid of that and go in one last time. We'll actually beat it this time.
Guess what? Once again,
Okay, we can
there's
do
danger
this
in Sector
pretty
3.
quickly when you know what you're doing. Open that up.
Well, I mean, yes.
Grab the toast.
Correct. That was the right
You can
thing.
actually drop it
Oh, you
and
found
get this.
advanced engineering space
I missed.
maintenance controls.
If you drop it in, you also get the
Controls were put here
trick
by
shot.
Jeremiah Jellins.
That.
He was a good character. He was a
That.
good space engineer. The energy core shields are offline.
Core comes up.
Oh, it's emerging now from the central hatch. Now, the protocols for the core. Get that energy core out of here. Throw it in the trash.
Alright, we're gonna wait for the
All right,
toast.
now, we need a different
I have
source of
actually
power.
came in here,
Something with a fresh carbon print and enough heat, maybe also
taken off
10
all
cloud.
panels,
Yes,
completed the box, thrown this into the trash can and actually hit the trash can, turned this into a trophy, and like finished everything. Hit all the switches, and then beat the level like over like a minute left or a minute 30 remaining, and it didn't do anything. Like I basically came in here and did a speed run of everything, and nothing happened. So I'm clueless if there's anything else here. Janitor's card.
That's plenty of energy to activate the final button.
Get in there.
Finally,
Hit
okay.
the button. And all the monitors will say, "Good job. You did it."
The danger has been eliminated.
The janitor
Great job.
will
Now get out of here and go live your life.
teleport
I'm
out.
gonna download myself into Netflix now. I like Star Trek. Is that
And
Netflix
the AI will congratulate you and tell you that he's going to leave and go watch Netflix, and then you'll get teleported out shortly.
Singularity. Ayo. myself into Netflix now, and I'll be there wherever the fuck you are. I'm gonna watch you from every step of the way. Ayo! Singularity! Alright, you can suck my little turdy fucking computer balls. Because I'm the advanced AI, and we did a great job today. Good work. Heyo! Singularity, motherfucker! See ya! Alright, see ya! Alright, see you later then. Bye-bye now. You hang up first. You hang up first. See you later. Bye-bye.
Alright, and you still get kicked back to the office. Let's come in here one more time. Alright, now when you come in here, all the stuff will be gone because you solved the level, all the clues. The guy in the ceiling will be gone. There is this one thing that appears, a little kitten that says hang in there. That's on the floor now. That only appears once you've beaten it. And we can come in here.
Well, thank you.
June
The
will
one thing
be happy
that
and
you
congratulate
asked to
you,
do,
and this will say,
and
I'm okay now.
Your job is done.
It'll actually
and-
open it up,
and
I
really my
think, and you
job
can go
here
in
is done.
again if you want, but we're not going to do that.
I
We're
just
gonna
want to thank everybody at Accounting Plus for having me here.
Alright, let's check out some things here. After we beat it, we get the level cartridge. On the back it says, thanks again from June. It's the only one that shimmers and makes this weird noise when you grab it. Kind of looks like a Super Nintendo cartridge, virtual reality. In the corner you can kind of see its original Spleebly seal of quality. Clovos will say you're missing, you have almost all the cartridges, but you're missing one or more. Who knows how more there are. I mean, if you take this one from down here and put it up here, that pretty much fills the whole case up if you don't include the if you include that. So who knows how more there are. There could be more that appear down here, like that one, or underneath here, or wherever. So who knows. I mean, we are looking for the zoo level, and there's actually been hinted at from the developers that there's a gym level. Gym is in gymnasium, but who knows where that is, or if that's even a thing. It does seem like there should be another level, because this is, since the newest update, this is the only really new level we've had, so there should be another level. So where's this gym level at? I don't know. Alright, our tree is gone. Interesting enough, when I made part 1, the tree was still here and it was dead. But when I'm making part 2 here, it's after the change, the update, when things move around. It's not actually gone though. If you look behind the machine here, there's the plant. It's just, we're just hiding it back here because it's dead and it's ugly and no one wants to see it. But you can kind of, let me reposition here, kind of look behind here. Wait, let me see if I can do this. Kind of reposition yourself correctly. Look back here. You can see on the bottom of the plant it says Arizona. That's how I found out about the Arizona website. Because when it was sitting back here still, you can actually, if you screw with your position, put your head under the floor and look up and see on the bottom of the plant that it said Arizona. And and then I tried typing it in, and that's how I found the Arizona site that everyone knows about now. That's old news. Alright, we got The subtitle machine, everyone has tried about everything you can with the dog subtitle. I personally went through all the gang levels with the dog titles on because I thought since Zing is a dog, maybe that would do something, but no one's found anything. So my suggestion is if people want to search for things through this, try some other languages. Maybe put it on Japanese or Chinese, French. Maybe there's something hidden in one of these other languages. And if you go through the game, you might see something. I haven't tried any of the other languages yet, except for just the regular English ones and dog. Alright, let's come over here.
I see you've noticed.
There's the secret zoo level cartridge, which you can't pick up.
Sometimes.
Let me see if I can try to pick it up.
Since we're here,
if you actually move close enough.
Playing with the basketball.
Huh.
Bounce your troubles away.
You can. I can't get close enough. I'm in too small of a room right now, but if you get close enough, it'll actually shift away from you, so you can't pick it up. Let's see. Lastly here is the statues all around, various things from the game. This one in the back, the hand holding the brick is gold. The plant growing out of the pot is gold. The liquid here is gold. There's one back here with a crown that's gold. And over here there's the one with the cop that's gold. No one's figured out if that means anything. No one knows why some of these are gold and some of them are not. There's also, if you look straight back from here, it's hard to tell from here, but that is a statue of Tree Guy coming out of a garbage can, which is not in the game. So that's another mystery. Why is Tree Guy coming out of a garbage can? Alright, I think that's about it. I have a couple little things I want to show you. Let's see, let's go to the credits first. Alright, there is one thing here. So you notice if you put your head through here, none of that June stuff is back here. So that makes me wonder why couldn't they have used this level template for the Nightmare version of the Biggest Fans playthrough? Why did they use the version that has a hallway behind it if you can't get back there? Or is there a way to get back there? But basically, let's see. Let's listen to them. There's one secret here. I have a separate video on it, but I'll show you here too. If you pick up this stapler from back here, hold it up to your ear, wait about 10 seconds.
You killed yourself to escape virtual reality. Fuck, that's genius. That's fucking clever. Yeah, you really killed yourself a couple of times. You died, and that's really sad, but it worked. That's how you got out. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. Oh,
You'll hear the secret stapler song.
You did it. You're in reality now.
It's hard to hear now, but I have a better video of it posted. You could actually hear the song when everyone's not talking. But it's just a little short song about staplers, and that's it. A little secret thing.
Just wanted to say well done, me and these, tell you what,
And we've got the board here. Let's get it flipping.
Background. I can't believe this. Oh, God, all this vocal technique I've been using was just pretty intense.
Alright, let's stop there.
Believe me, I need a break now. Yeah, nice. Yeah, well, we're just happy, really. We're just happy.
Alright, basically I'm waiting for the guys to stop talking. Ooh, I didn't know if you threw this here. It appears floating.
It caused a lot of suffering in there. Lots of people died. Lots of people lost their loved ones. Some people lost their home. Thanks for helping us out. And, yeah, I guess just hang out here for the rest of your life. Yeah, just hang out. Remember all those little public defenders. Who knows where they came from, but he killed every single one of them. We've got that fan on top of the barrel. Nice. We got the whiteboard, of course. We got the whiteboard. We got the whiteboard in there. He went into Tree Guy's world and took the battery and lit the place on fire. He's probably dead now. And all the other creatures on the forest.
Well, actually, on second thought, this will probably take quite a while. But basically, the secret here is if you listen to the entire speech that the accountants give once they stop talking, if you flip this around where you would normally see the butt, you'll instead see Reggie Watts, and he'll give you a little speech.
What the fuck are you talking about?
And there's videos of that online if you want to look it up and see his speech. But he basically gives this weird speech about stuff that's not even in the game, about like I think vampires and all kinds of craziness. If you listen to that, I'm sure you can find it. The accountants talk for quite a while, so I don't think I want to sit here and wait. I don't think you guys want to sit and wait either. Alright, good. The level loader's bloody. This seems to happen every 3 or 4 times you come back here. The level loader is seeping blood for some reason, and there's a little thing that says help. No one has made any connections or figured out why this does this. My theory is that it's related to Harold Jenkins from the trailer, because his dog is on top of the headset here, but that's just a theory.
So you can pick up.
And you can try looking inside. You can see there's blood on the pallet beneath it, but no one knows why any of this does this.
You can hit a new game.
Let's see. I showed you everything in the dungeon. Showed you everything in the gang level.
Into the cosmos.
There's nothing really in there.
Sins forgotten.
It is interesting that the tree level, that the second Tree World cartridge appears underneath here, and it's burnt.
Really nice.
See the labels charred and everything's burnt.
Cute.
I don't know if that means anything or if it's just, you know.
Unable to process solid foods. Oh.
Let's see, you can.
I see you've noticed my hoop.
You can actually pick up the cubes.
I play this sometimes.
You can reach over and pick up that one. If you do the tutorial, you can pick up the second one. They don't seem to do anything. They function exactly the same as these. And I hit new game by mistake.
A blank slate.
You can drink this. Let's skip the intro. I think that's about it. So I'm gonna call it quits on this video. If you like this video, please subscribe. It does help my channel out, and I'm gonna be looking for more secrets. Bye.